everyone. My name is Ashley Berner.
And I'm Maura Meade. Both of us enjoy reading and are frequent visitors of our local library.
While we both enjoy very different genres, we have both seen the benefits of reading firsthand.
The National Endowment for the Arts shows that reading can help build a bigger vocabulary, develop a greater sense of empathy, and even reduce stress. It even helps children with their quality and quantity of speech.
Not only that, but it can expand creativity and help people find community through groups like book clubs and local libraries.
Libraries are one of the last third spaces, a place to foster community that is available to everyone.
But recently, there has been an increase in censorship in books in schools, of books in schools and libraries across America.
Titles such as Animal Farm, To Kill a Mockingbird, and even Harry Potter have been questioned for their content and whether they are appropriate for school and public libraries. Uncomfortable topics seen in the books, such as racism, misogyny, slavery, and homophobia, are often censored.
Harvard conducted a study in 2022 and discovered that efforts to ban books and library resources doubled to over 1,200 efforts in 1 year, even though reading is essential to learning.
Censoring books can be harmful to youth who see themselves represented in books. Let's talk about different types of books and some more of the benefits of reading. So let's begin by looking at some of the effects of reading and censorship and see how reading has changed.
So, Maura, we were talking about banned books. Have you ever read any of the books that have been, banned?
I have. In English class, we had to read Animal Farm and To Kill a Mockingbird. And honestly, I don't quite see why they're being banned. I enjoyed the books and learning about some of the topics that aren't talked enough in school and just in general. What about you?
I have too. I've also read To Kill a Mockingbird and Animal Farm. And, I believe I read somewhere that, Animal Farm was thinking about being banned here because it talked too much about communism, and over in more communist countries banned for talking badly about communism. So it's kind of weird how that works. I've also read Fahrenheit 451, which was one of my personal favorites. I really liked it, and it's about America if we started burning books and books were completely banned, and I think it's kind of ironic.
Yeah, pretty ironic.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry, what about you? What are your favorite, what's your favorite genre of books?
Okay, personally, I like more fantasy and paranormal and mysteries, sometimes scary books, stuff like that. How about you?
I read a lot of realistic fiction, some romance, some thrillers and mystery, and also a little bit of historical fiction as well.
See, we have very different tastes in books because those are a lot of the ones I absolutely cannot stand.
Hey, but we've both seen the effects of reading and how, helpful it can be on people.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I hated reading up until about 4th grade. Whenever I read Harry Potter for the first time, and immediately there were so many words that I saw that I was just oh, I never knew what that meant, and I would go home and I would look them up, and then I would try to add them into my vocabulary, so I was so I could be almost like a pretentious 4th grader, but it was a lot of fun.
Wow. So I'm curious, on the topic of books, are you more of a physical book type of person, or do you read on e-readers, like Kindles?
So I personally love physical books, and I've never read on a Kindle before, and I don't know if I would like it. I could see how it could be more useful for, portability and that kind of stuff, but how about you?
I always have a physical book, as well as I have my Kindle, and I love to read on it. I'll actually borrow books from the local library through my library card on my Kindle, so I'm still supporting the library. But I like reading on my Kindle at night or when I'm, traveling as well.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could, use books from the library on your Kindle.
Yeah, there's actually an app called Libby that you can use your library card and then download the books to your Kindle.
That's really cool. Okay, in the same vein, are you for or against, using the PDF versions of books online? Have you ever done that? And,
I have not. I don't think I'm that tech savvy, but I don't know, to each their own. What about you?
I do sometimes. Whenever I don't have a book and I desperately want to read it, I will usually try to find it on my computer or something, and I do feel a little bit bad for, almost pirating, but
There's worse things.
Exactly.
There's worse things.
Yeah.
And how do you feel about the use of AI in books?
I am severely against it. I don't like it, and I don't like that it's ruining writing for a lot of people. I know anytime I put in an M dash, and I'm like, will they think I'm writing with AI? I don't want to. I hate that. I don't like that. I think it's taking the human out of humanities. How about you?
I totally agree. I am very against using AI in books. It's very much a human, arts that, humans create, and I just do not think that AI should be used. I think there's other ways we could be using AI, and I do not think that's for books. Plus, they can sound just non-human and not right.
Exactly. And similarly, and I might just be a little too much about it, but like, just even seeing AI generated covers.
Oh yeah, I also taking away artists' jobs and just all the stuff that they could do.
I'll be in the library or the bookstore and I'll see one. I'm like, ooh, it immediately, I know, don't judge a book by its cover, but I am judging a lot. So, what?
What else about social media and books? Do you ever use social media to find new books?
Personally, I'm not on much social media, but occasionally, like, I will use Pinterest to help me look for books based on, like, things that I liked. And I think the last author I read, like, I read her first book because I saw it on Pinterest, and then I was like, oh, that looks pretty cool, and I ended up loving it. It was really good. It was called Don't Let the Forest In, and it was like a horror book. It was really cool.
Oh yeah.
What was the last book that you've read?
The last book that I read, oh gosh. Well, off the top of my head, I couldn't think about it, but the best book that I've read in a while has been, oh my goodness. Oh gosh, I can't even think of it off the top of my head. Oh gosh, why can't I think of it? But I have read, recently I've been loving Frida McFadden books. They're like a lot of thrillers,
Oh, that's cool.
And mysteries, and she is a brain surgeon who writes these books, and apparently she makes them so that it's like easy, like they're easy reads.
Uh-huh.
And I often like read them on my Kindle, like, so when I'm about to go to bed, it's just like a nice way to wind down.
Nice.
But I've seen them on social media, so that's where I kind of found out about them.
Nice. So like reading like a thriller book before bed does not like keep you up?
Sometimes it does, but most of the time I have to like put it down and be like, okay, let me not get to the scary part yet.
And close the book. Yeah, that's fair. But like, I know a lot of big readers have like their book series whenever they were little. Like, what was that for you?
Oh my gosh. I can't even think. What about you though?
Personally, I started with Harry Potter, and that immediately I was like, this is awesome. And then I found Percy Jackson, and that became my entire personality for the rest of middle school. And I loved it so much. That was the only thing that kept me sane through COVID.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I remember reading Percy Jackson during COVID. For me, the Emily Winesnap series, I don't know if you've heard of that.
I don't think I have.
There's a couple, it's like a small series, but they're about a girl who's secretly a mermaid. I know it sounds a little silly, but during COVID, that's what I was reading. So.
Wait. I do think I have seen those, like, I think my aunt got them for me once. Maybe the first book. But, yeah. So, what do we... Have you ever joined any book clubs before? I know we have one in this school, but are you a part of it? Have you ever been in a book club?
Not really, but I have had like certain times with friends where we'd like swap books, and we'd like share our like experiences and times with it before, to kind of just, have a little mini book club between us. What about you?
That's so cute. I have never been a part of a book club. I've thought about doing it before, but my friend and I have done something similar where we did it with Twilight, actually, in which she read Twilight first, and she would take a pencil and pencil in anything that, like, she liked, anything that was funny to her, and even like draw little pictures.
Oh, okay.
And then she would give the book back to me. Or we've even done this once with like a book, and then we put it in one of those like free libraries, because I think those are cute, and hopefully someone picked it up, and whenever you read through it, you would see all of the like little pencil marks and the little like notes, and I thought that was really funny, because it's like you're reading right alongside with them.
Oh, I love that idea.
No. Yeah. Like the same vein of like the little free libraries. I know we have one near our park. Mm-hmm. Have you ever like given to any? Have you ever taken any books from that?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes when I'm like getting rid of some of my older books, especially, books from when I was like, tween, we've definitely like put some of our books in the different little free libraries in the area, and I have gotten some from there before.
That's so sweet. I will always look in there, and I'll never see anything that I like really want, and then I'm like, I always feel bad because I never have something to put back in, but because I do keep a lot of my books. How do you feel about like rereading books after are you an avid rereader?
I'm not really an avid rereader, but series that I really do love, I will like at least reread like the first book. I read this the American Royal series. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I don't think I have.
Oh, I love that series. There's 4 of them. But from that book, they really helped with my creativity.
That's really cool. Well, we've already done a lot of reading today.
So remember, books not only help you cognitively, but creatively. There are so many benefits to this one activity. Check out your local library website for information on how to get a library card, digital resources, and the effects of reading and its censorship.
So, hopefully next time you're bored or need something to pass the time, you pick up a book. Not only is it fun, but beneficial to your knowledge and your imagination. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.